Hello everybody, I don't know if anyone is here yet, but I am really excited for today's stream. You know, I haven't ever been here for this big a patch of OS. You know, I started playing this game earlier this year, around March, and there haven't really been really big patches that, you know, I have been able to interact with myself. But sailing is something that, you know, sounds very interesting. Now, I made sure that I did not read anything about sailing. I have not seen any guides. I have not seen any content by the RuneScape team themselves. I have seen nothing, and I'm really excited to just dive in blind and see what's going on. And you know, I was really tempted today because I saw the videos uploaded, like, you know, things you need to know for sailing, and like all these like hype videos made by the OSRS team in combination with some content creators and stuff, and they all seemed really fun to watch. So I'm probably going to be watching those later, but I wanted this first like hour or so to just, you know, be really blind, and I'll probably be here for, once again, anywhere between like an hour and like 3.5 hours, depending on, you know, how the night goes. Hello, Lightugami, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Also, hold on. I still have the thing on the screen. There we go. Now it's gone. Guys, I'm not sure this is supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be in the ham, am I? But I'm going ham today, apparently. Cool. So, you know, let's just not really rant too much today, at least not immediately, and just hop into the quest immediately. Now, I do know that Pandemonium is the introductory quest. That much I have learned. And it says I can start this quest by talking to Will and Anne on the Port Sarim docks. Also, this marks the first time that I'm actively doing a quest as a live video. You know, I was really debating whether I wanted to do this or whether I wanted to make this a video, and a part of me wanted to make it a video, but I really wanted to share this experience live because I think it's going to be really fun to just, you know, be talking about this, especially because you guys are also experiencing sailing, I'm quite sure. So it's good to see, you know, how you guys felt, because for the first time ever, I'm talking about things that are somewhat new to you too, and that's kind of fun, I guess. So I have to be in Port Sarim, which is somewhere I can just walk. You know, we can just go. Again, the lag is here a little bit. I don't know, something about me recording causes lag in this game. I don't know what it is. I tried looking into it. It's not my internet connection really, because my internet connection is quite good, and no other game seems to have this problem. I don't know what's causing it, but you know, after a while I kind of just get used to it, I think. So it's not the biggest deal in the world, and well, you know, we'll just see. How has sailing treated you, by the way? I don't want to have any spoilers as to how it works, but I am rather curious about the general consensus, whether sailing is something people actively really enjoy, or whether it's something that, you know, maybe missed the mark a little bit. I'm also not sure if I have to, you know, like build my own ship or something, in which case I'm assuming I need planks. But for now, I'll just go in blind, and, you know, we'll come back later. Turn off 117, it crashes during sailing. Oh, really? Oh, so I can't play 117 at all right now. Well, this is the first time. Oh my god. Okay, but I can use the GPU thing, right? Which does make it look a little bit better. Wow. I mean, to be fair, it is actually kind of fun to be playing like this for a while. Like, should I play with GPU, or should I also turn GPU off and just like go as old school as possible? What's preferred? I don't know. I don't really mind either way too much. I do think GPU just in general looks better, but I can see people being very nostalgic for the, you know, pure graphics. Alright, so we're in Port Sarim. Let's see where the quest is located. I'm assuming, yeah, okay, Pandemonium. Oh wow, the text is also a little bit... Is it like over-aliased or something? Yeah, I think that's just GPU, right? Yeah, it's trying to... I think it's trying to anti-alias the text a little bit and just... Bit wonky. I mean, it's fine, I can read it, but... Wait, is there a setting? Because, like, even the chat box and stuff looks really low quality. Can I have it exclude text or something? Because I can't imagine people play like this, right? Is it UI scaling? Yeah, it's UI scaling, okay. So let's see. Nearest neighbor is crap. Bilinear is okay. The Mitchell thing, whatever that is more okay. Catmull ROM is even better. XBR is worse. Hybrid's worse. Okay, so I think it's... Yeah, Catmull ROM is quite okay. Okay, we'll go for that one. You know, because obviously you can't see that little part, but you know, that's fine. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I got myself some hot chocolate for today's stream, which is something I don't drink regularly, but it is absolutely miserable weather out here. Can I increase the draw distance through here as well? Yeah, okay, I can. Because this draw distance is just terrible. I guess, like, is 100 too much? Let's put it at, like... what is 69 like? Yeah, let's put it at 69. Beautiful. And... fog depth? Not sure what that is exactly. I'll just keep the other stuff. Okay, bright textures. Huh, interesting. Okay. Anyway, let's go talk to this NPC. But yeah, I have some hot chocolate because it's just miserable weather here. You know, it's raining, it's cold, it's very Hello there, do you want to go on a trip to Karamia? Wait, hold on, is this the NPC I have to talk to? Or is it... oh no, it was Anne, right? It was Anne. Ah, look what we have here, Will. This looks like someone who needs a good job. What? Goodness, Anne, I think you're right. This one's clearly never worked an honest day in their life, and it's about time someone changed that. But I don't need her. Well, let's not waste any more time, stranger. Are you ready for your interview? Mine with the show screen again. Wait, hold on, what? Oh. There we go. Thank you for that. I should have that open. I didn't have that open. I closed it down because I was changing some things around, and I guess it's when I swapped to GPU that it just like messed up the capture or something. We're back. Okay. So, are you ready for your interview? Yes, I am. I guess so. Let's get you started with a nice, easy question. What is your name? EK? Pleased to meet you, EK. I'm Anne, and this is Will. Next question. Do you have any experience captaining a ship? Well, not really captaining per se, but, you know, during Bon Voyage, I kind of took control of a ship. And during the Dragon Slayer quest, I was on a ship, so I'm an expert, clearly. Not really. Oh. Well, it's important we're not too picky. It's a competitive market, after all. Okay, final question. Do you agree to waive all rights to pursue legal action against your new employer in the event of injury or horrific death? Sure. Is that likely to happen? Not at all. I'm not sure if I... Excellent. Well done, EK. I am pleased to say that we have the results of your interview. You bring some impressive stuff to the table. We would love to offer you the role. Congratulations. Thanks, only you didn't actually mention what the role was. Oh, how forgetful of us. Given that you've already accepted, how about we discuss the details on our ship? When did I accept exactly? I just kind of said, sure, interesting. But I didn't accept anything. See, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Just let us know when you're ready and we will hop aboard. Well, I guess I'm ready. Then let us away. Alright, you board the boat. Okay. Will and Anne's boat. Lovely, the open sea. It's not really that open. We haven't even left port yet. That's true. It's cool to be on a boat, though. Oh, there's other players. Cool. Well, good news, EK, because that's where you come in. You're our new helm. Helm? It means you're in charge of the ship's helm. In other words, you're responsible for steering the ship. It's more of a boat, really. Well, we all have to start somewhere. Right, so if I'm manning the helm, what will you two be doing? Well, it's simple, isn't it? We're in charge. Have you actually ever done this before? Many times. Just never on our own ship before. This is an exciting first day for, well, we haven't actually named our business yet, but I'm sure we'll come up with a good name soon. And what does this business do? We salvage shipwrecks, of course. Of course, alrighty then. I don't remember doing it, but apparently I committed to this. Where is our first wreck? We've got a good one to get us started. Last time we were on the Pandemonium. We purchased a map that should lead us to an old pirate wreck. The Pandemonium? Have you never been? It's a great place for a drink. We will take you there. But first, let's collect some salvage. According to the map, the wreck is just east of Karamia shipyard, so south of here. Over to you, EK. Take the helm when ready. So, when on a boat, the helm can be used to enter navigation mode. To use the helm, you just need to click on it. Okay. So what do we have here? So we have the HP of the boat. We have the boat's stats. we have crewmates, which can be either NPCs or players apparently, with a capacity of no NPCs right now and up to 5 players, with a captain, a navigator, and then I guess all the roles. And then just click the navigation helm. To set your heading, simply click in the direction you wish to travel. You can do so by either clicking in the game world or your minimap. But you cannot just click... Oh! Okay, so I click here. Ooh! When sailing, you can stop your boat by right-clicking on the sails. Like unset sails. You can also control your boat from within the sailing side panel. So set sails, raise speed, lower speed. Okay, so I guess this is kind of cool. And you will need to head south. I am going, I'm going south right now. We're going the right way. This is look at all these people around here as well. Look at how many people. Look at this. This is so cool. Just the fact that there's like all these people around me on their own boats and stuff. That's really fun. Can I also follow people with the boats, or do I have to always set manual directions? Oh, this is fascinating. You feel a gust of wind. I can also raise the speed. Oh, this boat is really going as fast as it can. Okay. So I guess, you know, better boats can go faster. Stop here, Rike. This is where we want to be. Okay, let's unset the sails. Okay, so where have we gone so far? So we started off over here, Port Sarim, and we have gone all the way over to next to the shipyard. Okay, very cool. Right, now that we're here, I think it's time to do some salvaging. When you're ready, EK, just lower the salvaging hook and let's see what we can find. So are we like fishing, but using the boat? Hang on, why am I lowering the hook? I thought the helm was my responsibility. Yes, the helm and the hook. Of course, I'll just do everything while you two reap the rewards. Sounds about right. Don't go getting grumpy on us now, EK. This isn't about the rewards, it's all about the experience. That's right, think of what you'll learn today. So the salvaging hook is one of many facilities you can have on a boat. To use the salvaging hook, you just need to click on it. So I can move within the boat if I want to, and I can click deploy salvaging hook. Right then, let's give this thing a go. Use the salvaging hook to gather an old cup and a mysterious medallion. Well, I know I'm in a way, by the way, but if it's just short, I'll just I can just move myself later if it just keeps reoccurring. What do you make of these? You show Will what you found. The medallion, Anne. We found it. You were looking for this? That's right, and now that we found it, I'm afraid we don't really need you anymore. What? Sorry, EK. If it's any consolation, you did a great job. Unfortunately, we just have to let you go. I've been pushed overboard. Someone help me. Where am I? Where am I indeed? Yo ho ho and a jolly roger to you, me hearty. I can see from the fact that you're totally drenched from head to toe that you are a fellow scallywag sailor. The name's Steve Beanie. Pleased to meet you. Is this a different version of Shantytown? I love this, the way this guy looks, by the way. Like, he looks all fancy and stuff. I think I must be having some sort of fever dream, or maybe I'm dead. Ah, far from it, matey. Though the fever dream I can't comment on, they are rather common around here, but I assure you that it's well nigh certainly like enough, most likely to not the rum doing it. Okay, you said words there, but I don't think they actually form a sentence. That's what I was thinking. I was trying to, you know, be coherent in my sentence and then kind of derailed there. Okay. Ah, me wee hottie. You seem to be having quite the crisis. Thankfully, you've rigged the starboard and docked yourself at the right port. Welcome to the Pandemonium. Pandemonium? Aye, to be sure, this here is the finest establishment in all the seas. Sit back, have a drink, let the good times and the rum flow. If this is the Pandemonium, do you know of a pair of salvages called Will and Anne? Avast, yeah! You name a pair of pinching, looting, plundering sea dogs. I see. So you do know them. They claim to have purchased a map here, but I'm guessing they weren't being totally honest about that. Purchased? Purchased! You're pulling my leg, you scallywag. Those scurvy dogs came here and broke the one rule of the Pandemonium. That map was pilfered. Stolen. Well, I had quite the fun run-in with them myself. They had me help them salvage an old shipwreck before throwing me overboard. Ah, you poor scallywag. Thank you. It was the map they stole that led them to the wreck. What do you know about it? Not a lot, I'm afraid. You should hoist your sails and go speak to Ribs instead. It was his map they looted. He's the old dog over in the corner. Avast. Okay, so where exactly are we right now? This is... Was this on the world map before as well? I guess this is new, right? So there's prying times, there's a quest here, there's a dungeon here, there's some fishing spots, hunter trainer, docking point. So... yeah, it's Honky Tonky Sea Shanty 2. That sounds interesting. And what's playing right now, I think, is Yo Ho Ho. It is Yo Ho Ho. I can trade this guy as well. He sells different kinds of alcoholic drinks, mostly. A Kraken Colada. A Barnacle Blaster. Sailor's Mirage. Or sorry, Mirage. Stew, meat pie. Okay. It's cool to have a new place, though, to discover. Why am I walking? Can I not run in this place? Oh, I can. Okay. So, I was looking for... Hold on, let me go back to the quest, because obviously we haven't really looked at the quest at all yet. Is there a new section as well, or is it just... So this one is standalone, I think. It is standalone. Where is the other one? Because I think it's like 2 or 3 quests. Oh, it's a bit hard to see them right now, of course, because they were grayed out, but now they are not anymore. Okay, we'll just check Pandemonium then, and we'll see from there. I mean, actually, to be fair, what I can do is check out this quest, prying times. So prying, okay, it's also standalone, and it just requires Pandemonium and some sailing leveling, which I guess should be pretty fun because it's, you know, new content. So let's go back to Pandemonium. I spoke to Will and Anne on the Port Tarim docks. They offered me a role within their new salvaging business. I joined Will and Anne on their boat and sailed them to a spot east of the Karamia shipyard to gather some salvage. I manned the salvage hook on the boat and used it to collect a cup and a medallion. However, I was then betrayed by Will and Anne. They took the medallion and pushed me overboard. But I washed up on a nearby island. I explored the island and found it to be home to a bar called Pandemonium. I spoke to Steve Beanie, the bartender of the Pandemonium. I learned from him that Will and Anne recently stole a map from the Pandemonium, and it was that map that led them to the medallion. Steve suggested I discuss the map with its previous owner, Ribs, a regular at the Pandemonium. Okay, so I'm looking for Ribs. That's Henderson. I think Ribs was supposed to be... There we go, that's Ribs. Okay, let's talk to Ribs. Oh, I have the quest thing open. Ahoy, young whippersnapper! Have you come to hear a tale from old Ribs? Kind of, I guess. I was hoping you could tell me about Will and Anne, along with the map they stole. A dark day, a very dark day. Those young fools know not what they have wrought upon themselves. That being... A curse most foul. That map marked the resting place of the Crimson Kraken. She was a deadly vessel, captained by none other than Barnacle Barnaby himself. Barnacle Barnaby? Who's that then? You have not heard the tale of the Barnacle Barnaby? You have not heard of the scourge of the unquiet ocean? No, tell me about him. He was a cruel and vicious pirate, orchestrator of the Driftwood massacre, and unleasher of the plague of black mists. He believed himself untouchable, but his arrogance was his undoing. Despite the warnings of many, Barnacle Barnaby attempted to plunder the Skull Hoard, but only his reward was a deadly curse. It destroyed the Crimson Kraken, condemning all on board to a watery grave. And you had a map leading to the wreck of the Kraken? I purchased a map from Ulrich the Unfortunate, the sole survivor of the Kraken, but I had no intention of using it. I knew that no good would ever come from seeking the Kraken. Then why not destroy the map? And risk the wrath of Barnaby's ghost? No, better be map locked away. Sorry, better the map be locked away, so that neither it nor the curse could harm anyone else. I'm not sure I quite follow your reasoning for keeping it, but I guess it doesn't matter now. I'm afraid Will and Anne found and looted the Kraken. I feared as much, though part of me still hoped it would not come to be. Tell me, did they find Barnaby's medallion? They did. It was actually the only thing they were interested in. Then the foul curse is now free once more. They must be stopped. Well, I do have my own personal reasons for wanting Will and Anne dealt with. Maybe I could try and find them. You are a brave soul indeed, but that is just what is needed at a time like this. You should talk to Steve. He already put out a bounty for Will and Anne after the theft. He might have heard something about where they could have gone. Was Steve this guy? Yeah, it is this guy. Okay. Hold on, not trade him. Let's talk to him. Yar, what will it be? About Will and Anne. Those plundering sea dogs. Did you speak to Ribs about them? I did. He seems to think they might have unleashed some sort of curse. Ah, the curse of Barnacle Barnaby. It's one of Rib's favorite tales. Just a myth, of course, but the old dog does love his stories. Well, myths aside, Ribs mentioned you'd put a bounty out for Will and Anne. I'd be quite keen to track them down myself. Yo-ho-ho, a mighty good decision. It's a generous bounty indeed. You don't go breaking the one rule of the Pandemonium and expect to get away with it. So, what exactly is this one rule you keep mentioning? The mainland kingdoms have no authority here. Their laws do not apply. Instead, we just have our one rule that keeps the Pandemonium afloat. Never disrespect your fellow patron. We don't care who you are. Indeed, pirates and customs officers can enjoy a drink here, side by side. Savvy? So anyone is welcome here as long as they don't commit an offense against any of the other patrons? Yar, you've got it. I see. So, back to Will and Anne. Do you have any idea where they might have gone? Shiver me timbers. I'm afraid not. Old Grog said he might try and track them down. Perhaps he has an idea of where to find them. And where would I find old Grog? Ah, the old scallywag left not that long ago, but he'll be back here before long. He enjoys a drink far too much. In the meantime, you should hoist the sails and ready your vessel. But I don't have a vessel. What? But then how did you get here? Well, Will and Anne threw me overboard and I washed up here. I did mention this earlier. Blistering barnacles. Well, you won't be getting far without a boat of your own. You should head to the docks and speak with Junior Jim, our local shipwright. He will get you sorted out. Alright, I will go to him. Jolly Roger. Alright, so, let's see. At Steve's suggestion, I spoke with Ribs, the previous owner of the Mop, and a regular at the Pandemonium. He believed the medallion taken by Will and Anne to be cursed, and suggested I might want to try and hunt them down. I spoke to Steve about hunting down Will and Anne. He told me I need a boat of my own and directed me to Junior Jim on the docks of the Pandemonium. So I'm assuming that is over here somewhere, maybe? Junior Jim, here we go. The guy surrounded by all the people. Can I help you, mate? Are you Junior Jim? That's me. What do you need then? Steve said you might be able to sort me out with a boat. You don't have a boat? No. Huh. We've got ourselves a Billy No Boats. Classic. Yeah, I can sort you out with a boat, but it's gonna cost you. How much? Well, what do you have? I do have this cup I found. Perhaps I could trade it for a boat? Alright, let's have a gander at it. You should have cup to Junior Jim. Yeah, I can work with this. This old rusty cup will get you the finest raft I have. Sorry, I think I must have misheard you. Did you say raft? That's right, the best one I have. I was kind of hoping for a bit more than a raft. It's not just the cup I have. I'm sure I can make up the funds to buy something bigger. Sorry, mate, but even if you could, the raft is all I've got to hand right now. Besides, you're gonna want to build up some experience before you captain anything too big. A raft will be perfect for you. Okay. Lighten up, mate. I'll have plenty more vessels in stock soon. Come back once you've got a bit more know-how and I'll be able to sort you right out. Now, about your raft. With that cup, I'll be able to sort you out with the finest helm, but it won't be enough to cover the sails. But I won't get anywhere without sails. Don't panic, you silly plonker. I ain't about to send you off on a raft with no sails. I'll sort them out for you, but I'll just need a little favor in return. What favor? I've got some cargo I need picking up from Port Sarim and bringing back here, in return for sorting you out with some sails. I will need you to go and collect it for me. Oh, and I'll tell you what, I'll even set you up with the materials to whack together a cargo hold. You won't be shifting that cargo far without one. Wait, a cargo hold on a raft? I'm not sure how that works, but I'm really curious now. Now, hand over that cup and we can get cracking. You give the cup to Junior Jim. Right, time to sort you out with a cargo hold. Let's head on over to the shipyard. Wait, did I just get teleported? You want to grab yourself some tools from the crates over there, mate. After that, just use the gangplank to hop onto your raft. Once you're on board, you can get to work. Wait, so hold on. Where exactly am I right now? I'm now in the shipyard. Wait, where the hell is this? I've never even been close to this. Closest I've been, I guess, is Veldip. Alright, let's get the crate. You take a saw from the crate. You take a hammer from the crate. And now I board the gangplank. So, hotspots are locations where you can build things on your boat. So kind of similar to how construction works, I suppose. And I'm assuming there's going to be a tie in a little bit as well, right? To build your cargo hold, just interact with the hotspot by clicking on it. Can I name my boat as well? Facility hotspot. Okay. So, boat customizations. A cargo hold. A wooden cargo hold for an especially small vessel. Requires 8 planks, 32 bronze nails. And I need sailing and construction 1. I can make cannons, salvaging hooks, storage, a wind catcher, and miscellaneous stuff. Okay. So, if I press build, it's gonna say I don't have the materials, right? Wait, I do have the materials. Very nice. Now use this gangplank to hop back up there and we can get going. Wait, can I? This is quite a difficult climb, but sure. There we go. Okay. Do I go back to the portal now? Oh, it's sailing options is like a whole new thing under the combat options. Oh. I guess that's kind of cool. Alright, so let's see. Enter a shipyard portal. Do I just go back to the... Okay, looks like that's all sorted, mate. I'd say you're now ready to set sail. How exciting! Why don't you take your new raft out for a spin? You can head over to Port Sarim and collect that cargo for me. Oh, which reminds me. Now that you're officially a captain, you'll need one of these. Junior Jim gives you a logbook. Your very own captain's log. You can use that to keep track of your adventures out at sea, including any work you might end up taking on. Oh. Like collecting your cargo? Right on, mate. I'll make a note of that in your log now. Junior Jim updates your log with details on his request. He can consult the log. You can consult the log at any point for a reminder on what he needs you to do. And that's you all ready to go, mate. Just hop on your new raft when ready. If you need any help finding my cargo, just check in with the portmaster when you get to Port Sarim. Now, unless you fancy a cheeky dip, the gangplank down the docks will be your best bet for getting on board. You can embark or disembark from your boat via docking points found around the world. To find the docking point, just look for the relevant icon on your map. Okay, so the docking point is... right over here, right? So that's the docking point. So I could just do board gangplank. And I'm on my little ship. So I have a book, Captain's Log. Okay. So these are port tasks. Select Pandemonium Ship Delivery Part. Pandemonium Ship Part Delivery. Sailing requirement 1. Cargo. Crate of ship parts. Import Tarim to the Pandemonium 1 quantity. I've got a crate of shipbuilding supplies that need collecting from Port Tarim. Ask the portmaster if there are... Ask the portmaster there if you need help finding it. Once you've got the crate, bring it back to the Pandemonium Port Ledger. Junior Gym. Okay. So we go north, right? Yeah, we just kind of go straight north, really. So this is north. And I need to navigate the helm. What is... Okay, can I open this basic cargo hold? This cargo hold has no items to show here. Items deposited here may be retrieved by other crewmates and are considered to be possessions of the captain. Okay. Interesting. So we set sails and we go a little bit here. And here we go. So now I'm curious, how do I get experience? Is it just by completing tasks? Or do I also get it by, you know, actively traveling around the world? I love the fact that you can see other people like all in real time traveling around it. Like, this is so cool. Look at this. Look at all these people just around here. It makes the world feel so big, especially because obviously it's day one, you know, and everyone is just sailing their ships. Look at this. Now it's gonna calm down a little bit later on, of course, when not everyone's doing it at the same time, but it's really, really enjoyable. This is why I really want to do it on day one as well. I want to experience what it's like to do that in this game. And obviously, you know, there's many servers as well, and, you know, there's a decent chance I'm not on the busiest server, so there's a lot of room for very, very busy servers to have way more people around here, you know, simultaneously. Alright, so we're just kind of chilling, making the way over here. You know, I think the control scheme is easy enough, but it's flexible enough where it's not annoying. I think it's quite good so far. Obviously, I'd love to be able to play this with HD 117 active. But it's kind of funny to play this game with normal graphics as well for once. Should I up the draw distance a little bit? I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll just keep it like this. You know, I kind of feel like I'm just recording a normal quest video right now, but instead of having the ability to cut things out, so that's not an option. But besides that, it's kind of just, you know, doing the same thing right now. And normally when I'm streaming, like, I like to have a bit more of a back and forth, but it's quite nice to be able to just focus on the quest for a little bit here before people... before we like dive into the bigger chats we normally do. Okay, so they were talking about the dockmaster, right? Now, who is this dockmaster? Well, I see everyone over there, so I'm assuming it's going to be here, right? There's a notice board. The portmaster. There we go. Hello. Hi there. Do you need help with anything? I'm here to pick up some cargo for Junior Gym on the Pandemonium. Ah, you must be new to this. You can pick up and drop off cargo just over here at the ledger table. Cargo can be picked up and dropped off at ledger tables found at various ports around the world. To find a ledger table, just look for the relevant icon on your map. Alright, so I can just take the cargo from here. You cannot pick up any cargo as your hands are full. Oh. That works. You pick up a crate of ship parts. What's even on the box? I love how just like everyone's wandering around here with this. I guess these people are probably also running back and forth because you can probably repeat this for grinding purposes. Like everyone's just like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth constantly. Okay, so I put it on board. And then I'm assuming when I'm on board, I can put this into that. Somehow that works. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And now we go back. Now we go back to the Pandemonium. I'm wondering if this is the end of the first quest, and then the second quest will be about, you know, figuring out where those guys went and, you know, exacting our revenge. Also, I guess I can see a high score list somewhere, right? But I'm really curious how insanely fast people are pushing through this, because I'm assuming there are some extremely sweaty people playing right now who are like, obviously, you know, hardcore fighting for the world's first race that's most likely going on. And it wouldn't surprise me if there's people, you know, who are like 80 plus already or whatever. Well, 48 sailing here. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. You're is it a fast skill? Would you say it's a fast skill, or you know, have you just spent a ton of time grinding? I don't know when it went live. You know, to me, it's medium. Okay. You know, to me, it's like I didn't know when it was gonna go live, so I was just like, you know what, I'll do a stream in the evening, and I don't know if it went live this morning or if it went live like 3 hours ago. I have no idea. But so far, I'm having a rather good time doing this. You know, it is quite fun. This is the port, right? This is the Pandemonium, I think. So just go back to this gangplank over here, and Jim's cargo. Oh, yeah, okay, gotta grab it from the cargo hold. So I grab this thing. Now I go to the gangplank. Now I have this box, and the box will be sent back over to Jim here, Junior Jim. All right, mate. How are you doing collecting my cargo? I've got it right here. It ramps up at 30. You mean ramp up in the sense that like you get like it becomes more efficient, or ramps up in the sense that like the experience required ramps up and like it becomes slower? Because ramps up can mean different things here, I guess, in context. Very nice. Just hand it over to the portmaster and he'll sort it out. Come let me know once you're done. Okay, will do. Okay, so the portmaster was... He's the portmaster. Hello. Hi there, can I help you with anything? I am here to drop off some cargo for Junior Jim. Ah, very good. Just put it over by the ledger table and I'll get it sorted. Cargo can be picked up and dropped off at ledger tables found at various ports around the world. To find the ledger table, just look for the relevant icon on your map, just the same as in Port 3. So we drop it. And bloop! You deliver the crate of ship parts. I guess we leveled up, right? Thanks, sailor. I'll get that all sorted out. You should go let Jim know his cargo is here. Sailing level 2! Woo! There we go. We did it. We are now a professional sailor. There we go. I don't know what we unlock, when we unlock things. Let's go back to Jim. Alright, mate. I collected your cargo and left it with the portmaster. Very nice. That's us all squared up then. You ought to pop back once you've got a bit more experience with that raft. By then I should have some new vessels for it to sail. So shipwrights like Junior Jim can sell you new boats or help you upgrade your existing all at once. To find a shipwright, just look for the relevant icon on your map. I might just do that. Any tips on the best ways to get experience? To be honest, mate, I'd say one of the best things would be to take on more work like what you just did for me. A lot of ports will have a notice board where folks advertise jobs they want sorting. Port tasks can be accepted from notice boards found at various ports around the world. To find a notice board, just look for the relevant icon on your map. Sounds good. Anything else? Well, now that you're officially a big cheese captain. I am a big cheese captain. You might want to start charting the sea for your own records. That logbook I gave you has all sorts of cracking tips on how to do so. Oh, and while we're on about charting, I've also chucked some useful bits and bobs into your cargo hold. First up, I've left you a couple of repair kits in there, perfect for if you go being a numpty and end up sailing straight into a proper big storm or a big group of sharks. The other thing in there is a spyglass. It's a proper handy charting tool that is great for getting a good look at things while out at sea. There's a chap called Charles who used to be pretty good at the whole charting thing, who might be able to help you more. You can find him down in the cave on the island. Your captain's log contains details on how to chart the sea. You can consult the log at any time for hints on what to chart. Charles in the cave on the Pandemonium can also help you out with sea charting. Great, thanks Jim. I better go check in with Steve now and see if old Grog is back. Don't mention it, mate, as I'm slowly running out of hot chocolate, unfortunately, so... Hot chocolate is gone. Very unfortunate. Don't mention it, mate. Alright, so... Let's look at the quests real quick. So Pandemonium has quite a list right now. And for my first adventure on my new raft, Junior Jim suggested I pick up some cargo from Port Sarim for him. I sailed to Port Sarim and collected Jim's cargo before delivering it to the Pandemonium. I should now check back in with Steve and see if he has an update on Will and Anne. Okay, we can do that. Steve? Oh, let's talk to him. Is this the one? Aye, this Jolly Roger here is pretty keen to see some justice dealt. Old Grog, meet, EK. EK, and EK meet Old Grog. Pleased to meet you. Steve tells me you are keen to see Will and Anne dealt with. Sorry, what a weird message. I'm open to sharing the bounty, but only if you have what it takes. I have no time for layabouts. I won't let you down. We'll see. I saw that raft you rocked up in. If that's all you bring to the table, then you have some work to do. It will take me some time to track Will and Anne down, but make no mistake, I will find them. I expect you to be ready by the time that happens. Don't be a disappointment. You have my word. Good. Now that's me done drinking, time to get to work. I'll keep Steve updated on my progress, so make sure you're checking in with him. He will let you know once I have something. Okay, so yeah, this quest, my guess is going to be, because I do know we need a level 12 sailing for the next quest. This is going to be the end of this quest most likely, and I'm going to have to do some grinding and get back to this point to, you know, start the next part of the quest. Old Grog departs. Yo-ho-ho, EK, best you not waste time. Belay your helm and abaft your rigging. Get out of here and make sure you're ready for Old Grog. Will do. Go help you on your... to help you on your way. I've got some pirate looty here for you. Sawmill coupons. Useful if you want a top vessel like mine. Oh, and don't forget to pop back for a drink from time to time. My rum is to die for. Now avast. And there we go, that is a Pandemonium completed. You're awarded 1 quest point, access to the sailing skill, access to the Pandemonium, a raft, 300 sailing experience, and 25 sawmill coupons. You know, I'm almost tempted to just spin off a video of this, and just like, you know, end it here, you know, cut it out of the live stream, port it over to a video, give it a pod name, continue, and like, do it that way so I can have both videos. But that would still be unedited, you know, but I guess there's not really too much to edit out in this video, so I guess it wouldn't really matter too much.